In the Aetherstorm Chronicles, the relationship between Tesla St. Vrain and Erebus, the entity associated with the Witchblade, is a complex and tumultuous one that forms the core of Tesla's journey as a wielder of the ancient artifact. Their story arc is characterized by a constant struggle for dominance, moments of deception and manipulation, and a gradual evolution towards an uneasy alliance. In the shadowy corridors of the Ministry of Psychical Defense, a young cadet named Tesla St. Vrain finds herself at the center of an extraordinary tale that blends the arcane with the modern. Born into a world where the supernatural and scientific coexist, Tesla's journey is one of self-discovery, power, and the relentless pursuit of control over forces beyond mortal comprehension. The Ministry of Psychical Defense stands as a bulwark against the otherworldly threats that lurk in the periphery of human perception. It is an organization shrouded in secrecy, tasked with investigating and neutralizing paranormal phenomena that threaten the delicate balance between the seen and unseen realms. Within its ranks, agents are trained to harness their innate psychical abilities, turning them into formidable weapons against the unknown. Ancient artifacts of immense power, long thought lost to the annals of history, have been collected and secured in an ancient vault deep beneath the Ministry's underground base. Among these relics, none is more feared or coveted than the Witchblade, a sentient weapon of untold power capable of bestowing its wielder with incredible abilities while exacting a terrible price. As Tesla progresses through her training, she finds herself drawn into a web of intrigue and danger. The Ministry's halls buzz with whispers of dark forces gathering strength, of old enemies resurfacing, and of a looming conflict that threatens to tear the veil between worlds asunder. It is against this tumultuous backdrop that Tesla's fateful encounter with the Witchblade begins to unfold. In the lower levels of the Ministry of Psychical Defense facility, Cadet Tesla St. Vrain encounters a supernatural entity. This entity manifests as the ghost of a young girl, appearing to be around 8 or 9 years old, dressed in outdated clothing. The encounter takes place in a circular chamber adorned with ancient sigils. The ghost child claims to be lost and in need of help, appealing to Tesla's compassion. Despite her training and initial caution, Tesla agrees to assist the spirit. The ghost leads Tesla through the facility to another chamber containing a secret stash of weapons. This place is described as having a stone rim carved with unfamiliar symbols. The area is off limits, and it is obvious that no one has been here in a long time. Pursuing the little ghost, Tesla finds herself in a hidden chamber deep beneath the Ministry's headquarters. This secret area is filled with various artifacts and relics, hinting at its significance in storing powerful and potentially dangerous objects. As Tesla explores the chamber, she encounters the corporeal remains of the ghost child she met earlier. The child's body is bound by a strange magical rope that glows with an otherworldly light. This discovery reinforces the deceptive nature of the entity Tesla encountered and adds a layer of complexity to the situation. While searching for a way to free the girl's ghost from her bonds, Tesla's attention is drawn to a peculiar dagger displayed on a table. The dagger emits a faint blue luminescence and seems to call out to her on a subconscious level. Its blade is approximately a foot long, with a handle bound in black leather and a decorated but understated hilt. An inexplicable humming noise emanates from the weapon, further piquing Tesla's curiosity. Driven by a mixture of curiosity and desperation, Tesla decides to take the dagger. As she grasps the hilt, an extraordinary and alarming transformation occurs. The dagger liquefies in her hand, and its liquid form moves with apparent sentience. It begins to absorb into Tesla's skin through her arm, causing intense searing pain. This moment marks Tesla's first direct contact with the Witchblade, though she doesn't yet understand the nature or implications of what's happening to her. As the Witchblade melds with Tesla, she experiences a rush of sensations and partial memories that are not her own. These glimpses provide her with fragmented insights into the artifact's history and power, but also serve to disorient and confuse her. The absorption of the Witchblade into Tesla's body is a critical event, establishing a symbiotic relationship between the artifact and its new host. The immediate effects of bonding with the Witchblade are both exhilarating and terrifying. Tesla feels a surge of quintessence or magical energy coursing through her body. Additionally, she develops a newfound sensitivity to supernatural energies, allowing her to perceive the world around her in ways she never thought possible. However, these newfound abilities come at a cost. Tesla quickly realizes that the Witchblade has a will of its own and is not simply a passive tool. She feels a constant, subtle pressure on her mind, as if another consciousness is attempting to assert control. This internal struggle becomes an immediate and ongoing challenge for Tesla. The ghost child reappears, revealing itself to be an entity associated with the Witchblade. It explains that Tesla has been chosen as the new wielder of the artifact, but the information provided is cryptic and potentially misleading. The entity speaks of the Witchblade's ability to choose its wielder, its preference for female hosts with latent magical abilities, and its dual nature as both a weapon and a test of worthiness. As Tesla struggles to comprehend her new situation, she becomes aware of the immense power at her disposal and the equally immense responsibility that comes with it. The Witchblade offers her glimpses of its capabilities, tempting her with visions of the strength and influence she could wield. However, Tesla also senses the danger inherent in the artifact. She realizes that maintaining control over the Witchblade will require constant vigilance and strength of will. The artifact's influence threatens to overwhelm her sense of self, presenting an ongoing challenge to her identity and moral compass. In the days following her bonding with the Witchblade, Tesla experiences a series of vivid and unsettling dreams. These dreams serve as a battleground where the Witchblade attempts to exert its influence over her subconscious mind. The most prominent recurring dream features a strikingly handsome man with long blonde hair and an almost angelic appearance. This figure is a manifestation of the Witchblade, using a form designed to appeal to Tesla's desires and emotions. The dream sequences are intensely romantic and sensual, creating a false sense of intimacy between Tesla and the entity. During these encounters, the Witchblade entity engages Tesla in passionate embraces and seductive conversations. It presents itself as a loving, caring partner, fostering a sense of trust and emotional connection. However, beneath the surface of these seemingly pleasant interactions lies a sinister agenda. The entity consistently tries to manipulate Tesla into saying its name. It claims that speaking its name aloud will deepen their connection and allow them to be together fully. This request is a central theme in the dreams, becoming increasingly urgent and persuasive with each encounter. Tesla, despite feeling drawn to the entity, maintains a level of skepticism. Her subconscious mind, aware of the potential danger, resists the urge to comply with the entity's request. This internal conflict manifests in the dreams as moments of hesitation and doubt, creating tension between her attraction to the entity and her instinct for self-preservation. As the dreams progress, subtle hints of the entity's true nature begin to surface. Its behavior becomes more possessive and controlling. The once gentle caresses take on a forceful quality, and its words carry undertones of threat and coercion. These changes are gradual, designed to slowly erode Tesla's resistance without fully alerting her to the manipulation. In one pivotal dream sequence, Tesla finally confronts the entity about its true identity. She realizes that the name it wants her to say is connected to the Witchblade and the malevolent force she encountered in the Ministry's underground chambers. This realization leads to a dramatic shift in the dream's atmosphere. The entity, realizing its deception has been discovered, drops its charming facade. Its angelic features contort into something more sinister, revealing glimpses of its true monstrous form. The dreamscape transforms from a romantic setting into a nightmarish landscape, reflecting the true nature of the Witchblade's influence. During this confrontation, the entity makes several revealing statements. It claims ownership over Tesla, declaring her as its chosen wielder. It threatens to slowly destroy her if she continues to resist its influence. It promises to solve all her problems and make her powerful beyond imagination if she submits. It asserts that their fates are now intertwined, and resistance is futile. Tesla, demonstrating her strength of character, rejects the entity's claims and refuses to submit to its will. This defiance marks a crucial moment in her relationship with the Witchblade, establishing her determination to maintain control over her own mind and body. The dream encounters also reveal important information about the Witchblade itself. It has a long history of manipulating its wielders through dreams and visions. The artifact feeds on the life force and emotions of its host. It seeks to dominate its wielder completely, viewing them as a vessel for its power rather than a partner. As Tesla becomes more aware of the Witchblade's deceptive nature, she begins to develop mental defenses against its influence. She learns to recognize the signs of its manipulation and starts to exert more control over the dream environments. However, this increased resistance comes at a cost. The Witchblade intensifies its efforts to break down Tesla's mental barriers, resulting in more frequent and intense nightmares. These nightmares often blend memories of her past with horrifying visions of possible futures, all designed to weaken her resolve. The ongoing struggle in Tesla's dreamscape has real-world consequences. She often wakes feeling drained and disoriented, struggling to distinguish between dream and reality. This mental fatigue begins to affect her performance as a cadet, raising suspicions among her superiors and fellow trainees. Despite the challenges, these dream encounters serve a dual purpose. While they are a source of constant stress and danger, they also provide Tesla with invaluable insights into the Witchblade's nature and abilities. Each confrontation strengthens her mental fortitude and deepens her understanding of the artifact she now carries. As this phase of her journey with the Witchblade progresses, Tesla realizes that mastering the artifact will require more than physical skill or magical prowess. It will demand unwavering mental strength and an unshakable sense of self. The battle for control has only just begun, and the dreamscape is merely the first of many battlegrounds Tesla will face in her quest to truly wield the Witchblade. Tesla St. Vrain's journey with the Witchblade represents a profound transformation, both personal and metaphysical. From her initial encounter with the deceptive ghost child to her ultimate assertion of control over the ancient artifact, Tesla's path is marked by struggle, growth, and the relentless pursuit of self-mastery. The Witchblade, far from being a mere tool or weapon, emerges as a complex entity with its own agenda and desires. Its attempts to dominate Tesla through dreams, possessions, and temptations of power serve as a constant test of her resolve and character. Throughout her ordeal, Tesla demonstrates remarkable resilience, facing each challenge with a combination of intellect, willpower, and an unwavering moral compass. Tesla's victory over the Witchblade is not a simple matter of overpowering the artifact, but rather a nuanced process of understanding, negotiation, and mutual adaptation. By refusing to be a passive vessel for the Witchblade's power and instead actively shaping their relationship, Tesla redefines what it means to be a wielder of this ancient force. The implications of Tesla's mastery over the Witchblade extend far beyond her personal growth. Within the Ministry of Psychical Defense, her unique status as a successful Witchblade wielder positions her as both an asset and a potential threat. The knowledge and power she now possesses challenge the existing power structures and force the organization to reconsider its approach to supernatural artifacts and their wielders. Moreover, Tesla's journey serves as a powerful allegory for the human struggle against internal and external forces that seek to control or corrupt. Her ability to maintain her identity and moral integrity in the face of overwhelming power offers hope and inspiration, suggesting that it is possible to engage with formidable forces without losing one's essential self. Looking to the future, Tesla's path remains fraught with challenges. The Witchblade, while subdued, is not entirely tamed. The potential for conflict, both with the artifact itself and with those who might seek to exploit its power, looms on the horizon. Tesla must navigate a complex landscape of allies and enemies, all while continuing to hone her abilities and maintain her hard-won control. The story of Tesla and the Witchblade also raises profound questions about the nature of power, free will, and the responsibilities that come with wielding extraordinary abilities. As Tesla steps into her new role, she must grapple with these philosophical and ethical dilemmas, constantly evaluating the consequences of her actions and the proper use of her powers. Ultimately, Tesla's journey with the Witchblade is far from over. It is a continuing saga of growth, conflict, and discovery. Her experiences have laid the foundation for future adventures and challenges, promising a narrative rich with potential for further exploration of the mystical, the personal, and the ethical dimensions of wielding supernatural power. As Tesla moves forward, carrying the weight of the Witchblade and the knowledge she has gained, she stands as a testament to the power of human will and the capacity for growth in the face of overwhelming odds. Her story serves as both a cautionary tale and an inspiring example of the potential that lies within each individual to face their inner demons and emerge stronger, wiser, and more fully realized. Thank you for watching.